Hello and welcome to National Park Wild. I'm Eric, and I've been to 59 of these 63 major US national parks. I love almost all of them. However, there are plenty of places that are designated by the NPS, or National Park Service, as national park properties or sites that are not quite at the elite status of a national park. Things like monuments and memorials. There's some really great places out there, and I'm going to talk about my favorite ones today. Before we begin, thank you for 300 subscribers. I cannot believe we got to this milestone so soon. And this is kind of my 300 subscriber special, a ranking a lot of people wanted me to do, and I'm going to do it here before continuing with some of my other videos on my trips. So I should quickly note, I have not been to all of the sites there are in the National Park Service. I've been to way more parks than the rest of the stuff combined. So this list will not have the best, but it'll have a few pretty good ones that I really enjoyed. Let's get into the list. Number 10 is Wupatki National Monument. This is a really cool place in Arizona. It's near the whole Antelope Canyon, Horseshoe Bend area, and it's very beautiful. You have a lot of history there, some nice reptile wildlife. I enjoy my time here. I didn't spend a ton, but it was very nice. Number 9 is Muir Woods. Muir Woods is a really cool place in California. Has a redwood grove, got to see a bit of wildlife there. Very serene, peaceful, not too crowded. Nice area. I do hear I should have gotten a point race instead when I had the choice between the two, but I did enjoy Muir Woods, and it was a really great place. Number 8 is Sunset Crater Volcano. A really awesome place. I love volcanoes, so seeing the massive mountain ones are cool, and the hardened lava everywhere is really awesome. Volcanic rocks, I really enjoy it. I think it's a really, really cool place. In Arizona as well, by the way, so that's interesting. It's an outlier, and seeing the wildlife, how it adapted to the surrounding area, is a really, really cool thing as well. Number 7 is Mojave National Preserve in California. This one was mostly a drive-through for me, but it's very similar to Joshua Tree, but a bit more scenic, honestly. You have the Kelso Dunes, really awesome yucca plants. I really enjoyed it. Not a whole lot else to say, but cool rock formations, nice place. Definitely worth a drive-through, and a couple places to get out, really enjoy. Definitely a great place. Number 6 is Craters of the Moon. This is an absolutely amazing site. One of the first I ever went to. I really, really enjoyed it. It has the otherworldly look of being on the moon, as you may guess. It's volcanic rock, and I like that. In Idaho, very interesting place. There's not a whole lot else I need to say. It's just a really, really cool site. I really enjoyed it. There's some caving you can do. There's hikes. Some people would call it overrated. I cannot even begin to understand that, though. It's a really awesome place. One of my favorite NPS sites that's not a national park, for sure. Number 5 is Colorado National Monument in Colorado. It's a very, very cool place. It has canyons, and it's a lot like the Utah National Parks, which are not far from it. It has the cool canyons, the echo that you can give in some places is really fun. Actually, I enjoy doing that. Hiking is really good. Some of the views are otherworldly, and it really, honestly, lives up to that of some of the Utah parks. It's really, really good, and I definitely enjoyed my time here. Number 4 is Rainbow Bridge. This is a national monument that you can only access by a long backpacking trail or by boat, and I'm really lucky that I got to go here, and it's a very small place, like very small. It's really just the one arch and not a whole lot else, but man, that arch is so awesome. It looks huge, really smoothly sculpted it almost looks like, even though it's naturally occurring, and it's just really awesome. I absolutely loved Rainbow Bridge, and going through Glen Canyon to get there is really, really cool. It's just an absolutely fantastic site. One of the best places, I'd say, that you can see in Utah. Top 3, number 3 is Devil's Tower. I went here for the first time just a few weeks ago. It's a really, really beautiful place. And on this whole South Dakota trip I did to Black Hills and also Devil's Tower, I'd say it was my favorite place. It was a really amazing site. Certain angles do look cooler than others, but I like that there's different angles. Walking around the tower is awesome. Seeing it at sunset was amazing. It's a really beautiful rock formation. The big thing is that it's mostly just that, but we also saw deer and prairie dogs all around, and it was a very quiet place, and some of the views truly made me dizzy because of the crazy perspective. So overall, I just really, really enjoyed Devil's Tower. and it's one of my favorite places, and I'd say it definitely should be a national park. It deserves the status. Number 2 is Dinosaur National Monument. It's in Colorado and Utah. I went only to the Colorado side, and it is really cool. You can drive through, and there's the big quarry wall that has a bunch of fossils preserved inside a building. I really like that. But the massive mountains and canyons are just so cool. Probably the most unique scenery I've ever seen in any national park site, as it's all sorts of colors and shapes. It's not quite as grand in scale as a couple other places, but it's beautiful. Easily deserving a park status, and it's a very interesting place because it's just surrounded by interstates and state roads that don't really go into the park, just to its edge, if even that. It's hard to get to, but the tram tour is a must, and it's just a beautiful place. I have a full video on it soon, hopefully. And number one had to be Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. Amazing place. The canyon is just stunning, and Lake Powell really makes it look cool. You have a huge lake with the canyons, and boating in this area was really awesome for me. I really enjoyed that. You can look out to see Monument Valley. So many interesting formations. Getting up close to the rock formations is really cool. It's one of the most beautiful national park sites, period. And of course, you have Horseshoe Bend. And you may think it's one of those places where the pictures make it look better than it actually is, but no. It is actually even more beautiful than in the photos. It is just the most amazing sight, especially at sunset. Just fantastic place. And boating's great, hiking is good. There's all sorts of activities. It's in a very nice area. I just really, really love Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. And I definitely think it's worthy of national park status, without a doubt. That is my list. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment your favorite NPS sites down below. They could be national parks, national monuments, or anything. And subscribe to the channel. We hope to get to 350 subscribers soon. And I will see you next time.